What if I told you that your biggest, craziest dream, the one that keeps you awake at night, isn't something to dread, but rather, it's something you're intended to follow with everything you've got? Welcome to the bold power of big dreams. In a world that's always encouraging us to be realistic, practical, and to fit neatly into the mold of what's expected, there's something unquestionably compelling about individuals who choose to envision more. More for themselves, more for their communities, more for the planet. Today, we're looking into why daring to dream boldly isn't just a luxury, it's a necessary for growth, transformation, and success. This film isn't about motivational speeches with hollow promises or high expectations. No, it's about giving you the means to turn that audacious vision you've been nurturing into a live, breathing reality. It's about understanding the process of dreaming large, knowing how to deal with the inevitable obstacles that will come your way, and most importantly, comprehending that the boldness of your aspirations can and will change your life. So, let's go deep into what it truly means to dream big and why it might well be the most important thing you can do for your future. Part number 1, what it really means to dream big. Dreaming big isn't about fantasy or whimsical daydreaming. It's about actually imagining a life that matches with your deepest desires, values, and aspirations. Big aspirations urge you to go above the petty, restricting beliefs that your mind sometimes imposes on you. They challenge you to look at the world differently, to venture outside the comfort zone you've painstakingly established, and to see life through the lens of possibilities. It's not about yearning for something huge without taking action. It's about having a goal so broad, so expansive, that it feels a little terrifying but also very thrilling. It's about seeing the world not as it is, but as it could be if you had the guts to enter into it fully. When you dream big, you're choosing to think that the future doesn't have to look like the past. It means refusing to accept that your current circumstance is the ceiling on what's possible for you. You're not accepting mediocrity. You're rejecting the assumption that your circumstances define your potential. Dreaming big is about picturing the best version of your life and then deciding to work toward it every single day. It's about getting up in the morning with purpose because you know that each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you're intended to become. Part number 2, why most people don't dream biggie. So, why don't more people dream big? The reality is that most people are terrified. Fear is a natural aspect of the human experience, but it's also a primary reason why many fail to even contemplate the idea of a life broader than what they've known. They're terrified of failure, of judgment, of being ridiculed by those who think their aspirations are impractical or impossible. This anxiety typically develops in a voice in your head telling you that you're not smart enough, rich enough, experienced enough, or deserving enough to pursue such ambitious ambitions. And for many, that voice becomes so convincing that it prevents them from ever attempting. We've also been conditioned to think little, to remain within the lines, and to play it safe. From an early age, we're persuaded that the path to success is linear, that if we work hard enough and follow the rules, we'll get to where we need to be. But the truth is, brilliance isn't linear. It's chaotic, unpredictable, and plagued with failure and setbacks. And that's exactly why most people don't dream big. They confuse playing it safe with being responsible. But playing it safe is a guarantee for stagnation, and stagnation never leads to fulfillment. But here's the thing, every single time you choose to dream small, you're telling yourself that your potential is restricted by your existing circumstances. And that's simply not true. The reality is that if you don't dream big, you'll never know just how far you could have gone. You'll never fully tap into your potential. Part number 3, real people, real dreams. Let's shift gears and talk about people who dared to dream big and who, against all odds, made their ambitions into reality. Think about Elon Musk. When he first contemplated developing reusable rockets, people believed he was crazy. There was no way that was conceivable. But instead of letting the doubters dictate his destiny, Musk doubled down on his idea and revolutionized not just an industry, but the way we think about spaceflight. Then there's Oprah Winfrey, who was up in poverty and endured innumerable challenges throughout her life. Her aim wasn't only to be successful, it was to motivate people to believe in their own value. And she achieved just that, becoming one of the most important persons on the planet. Another dramatic example is Malala Yousafzai, who as a young girl risked her life pushing for girls' education in Pakistan. When she was attacked for her ideas, most people felt it would stop her fight. Instead, it motivated her to continue her goal and magnify the voices of millions who are struggling for their access to education. These are just a few examples of those who dared to dream big and defied expectations. They overcame enormous difficulties, confronted doubt, and even failure, but their reluctance to let go of their dreams allowed them to transform the world. It's crucial to know that their experiences are not extraordinary. They're proof that we all have the power to convert a dream into a reality. So the next time you feel the weight of doubt and worry, remember that the individuals who make a difference are the ones who dream big and take action, even when they're not sure how they'll succeed. Part number 4 is the power of boldness. Boldness isn't arrogance, it's courage. It's the ability to look at a big issue and say, I'm going to make this happen, even if I don't know exactly how. Boldness originates from within, and it grows stronger the more you act on it. When you choose to be bold, you're choosing to take chances, to face uncertainty, and to break free from the chains of comfort that have been holding you back. Boldness allows you to enter into the unknown with confidence, knowing that the journey will force you to grow, learn, and adapt. But that's what makes it worthwhile. People frequently think that boldness is something you either have or you don't, but that's not true. Boldness is built by action. It's taking that initial step into the unknown, even when you're afraid. It's refusing to let the misgivings of others or your own inner critic hold you back. Bold dreamers don't wait for perfect conditions. They make things happen regardless of what's going on around them. And here's the powerful part. Once you start acting bravely, you begin to perceive the world through a different lens. You stop seeing obstacles as hurdles, and you start seeing them as stepping stones to your achievement. Part number 5 is turning dreams into reality. Okay, so you've got a big dream, and you're feeling inspired to take action. But how do you truly turn that dream into something tangible? Well, turning aspirations into reality needs more than just vision and passion. It demands a sound plan and tireless commitment. First, write it down. It may sound simple, but putting your dream on writing is one of the most powerful things you can do. It provides your vision form, structure, and clarity. It also acts as a daily reminder of what you're striving toward. Without this dedication to writing it down, it's easy for your desire to drift into the backdrop of regular life. Next, break it down. A dream may appear overpowering at first, but the key is to reverse engineer it. Break your enormous dream into smaller, manageable actions. Ask yourself, what's the next logical step? Then, tackle that one item with everything you've got. Celebrate each minor triumph along the way and use those victories as fuel to keep going. Then, create a discipline. Dreams don't become reality on motivation alone. Motivation will come and go, but discipline will sustain you through the tough days. Whether it's a daily routine, a precise set of habits, or simply making steady progress, discipline is the engine that keeps your dream on track when everything else feels uncertain. Finally, surround yourself with like-minded people. Find a community that believes in big aspirations and isn't scared to support each other's goals. Being among other daring dreamers will keep you energetic, driven, and accountable. Part number 6: what you gain from pursuing big dreams. When you chase huge aspirations, you receive far more than just success. You gain confidence, resilience, and an unflinching belief in your own abilities. You learn how to handle failure and rejection, and how to turn those experiences into chances for growth. You become the kind of person that doesn't just talk about their dreams. They go after them with everything they have. The process transforms you into someone who believes in the impossible and realizes that with hard work, commitment, and courage, nothing is out of reach. So, what's holding you back from dreaming bigger? What's the dream that feels too far out of reach? Today, I encourage you to stop shrinking and start stepping into the boldness that's already within of you. The world needs dreamers, doers, and visionaries who aren't scared to make their impact. Your dream is valid, your dream is vital, and most importantly, your dream is possible. Now is the moment to take that first step. Dream big, dream bold, and go after it with everything you've got. Because your future isn't defined by the constraints of today. It's shaped by the bravery of the aspirations you dare to pursue. Like this video, subscribe for more inspiring stuff. Share your big goal in the comments. Let's develop a community of brave dreamers. Turn on alerts so you never miss an episode.